And so has the Communist Party. They have spoken against his people. They have condemned them and they have killed them and they have persecuted them for years on end. And it ends now. The David of your generation will stand up, they will rise up, and they will throw the stones at this thing, and it have no choice but to fall. And so the picture I saw this tidal wave, and the tidal wave was made out of people from China and Chinese people, I guess, from outside of China, but it was this tidal wave of people just flooding out of China into the world, warning them against this thing, but also just praising the God who saved them from that which they were trapped in before. And so it was this movement of missionaries from China just oozing out all over the world, touching so much land all over, and tipping down this great big wall you have of China. Even though I think it's a beautiful wall that's been built, it was like this symbolic picture that there will no longer be anything that will be able to stand against you. It doesn't matter how strong they are. Well, the only thing that matters is how strong he is. And if he's with you, there is nothing that can be against you. And he will always be bigger. Yeah. There is no way that he's not always bigger. It doesn't matter what we are up against. He will always be bigger. Always.
Yeah. So Marianne, the war that you described reminds me of the Communist Party China's internet firewall, the censorship. They block people from learning truth. They block people from learning about gods, and so I think that tidal wave is going to crush that wall so that the Chinese people can be free. And can you elaborate on the thing that the people that the tidal wave made of people of China coming out of China, they're spreading all over the world and warning people from other countries, other continents about the danger of the evil Chinese Communist Party, of that evil spirit. So that means that the Chinese whistleblower movement is not only changing China, but also the entire world, right? Because the evil spirit of communism has also poisoned the rest of the world.
That is very true. Yeah, that is what you guys are doing. You might feel small and you might feel like you are whistleblowing, but the thing is, it only takes one person to scream loud enough for everybody else to follow. And so there is injustice going on, so much injustice, and they're taking truth and making them into lies. But the thing about truth is, you can turn it around, you can twist it, and you can stamp on it, and you can even kill people for speaking it, but it will never ever die. Not one time in history, not one regime of evil has ever been able to destroy truth. They have tried again and again and again, but never will truth be trampled to death. It will always survive and it will always live. And I want to applaud you guys for daring to whistleblow against something so ginormous as this is, because it is like whistleblowing against a giant standing in front of you. And that is scary and frightening to do.
Yeah.
But I want to encourage you guys. You are doing something amazing and you are not alone. Just like I said yesterday when I prayed for you guys, I feel this urgency to tell you guys, you are not alone. You might feel alone and you might feel that you're the whistleblower, which you are, and I grant you all the glory in that, but you're not alone. There is an entire world out there constantly praying for you guys, constantly thinking of you guys and thinking about what's going on in China. We see the unfairness of what's going on, and at least in the Christian circles, it is something we're reminded of very frequently throughout the year, to have days of just prayer for China, prayer for the release of the Chinese people, and for the breaking of this regime that is holding his people prisoner.
Yes, absolutely. And when you mentioned that story about David and Goliath, about that one person started whistleblowing, actually we do have that Chinese person. His name is Mao Guo. He's that one person started whistleblowing against the world's most powerful, gigantic, evil dictatorship, the Chinese Communist Party. He began whistleblowing in 2017. And then quickly, he found hundreds of millions of Chinese people supporting him. And now this movement grew bigger. And now he founded the new federal state of China. He wants to provide a peaceful society governed by the rule of law, not by the Communist Party in China, for all people. And so it's amazing that when you describe that story, it's starting with one man's fight against the gigantic evil spirit. Yeah, his name is Mao Guo, and he's been leading the Chinese people to take down the Chinese Communist Party. Yeah, and then
see, it starts with one, but then, like anything else that's flamed, it will bring fire to so many others. Reason why you're sitting here is because that one flame brought fire to you, and you are bringing that flame forth. And sometimes we can feel that what we're doing is very little and very not seen, but it's not true. Every flame has its burning power to just spread that fire to anything it touches. Because if the flame is brought by love, then there's nothing that will stop it. There's nothing greater in this world than love. No matter what we stand up against, love will always conquer in the end.